Hi, I'm Michelle Onifray with International Mountain Connection, and today is a very exciting day because it is our first episode of Mountain Madness. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about what it means when we say that nature calls or that nature is calling. What do you think that means? If you want, you can hit the pause button and write a comment about what you think it means. And if you are an English speaker, I want you to participate too, because maybe you don't use this expression in your country, or maybe you do. So I think it would be interesting to know if you use this or not. Now, before I tell you what it means when nature calls, I'm going to give you a few hints. So your first hint is that this expression is actually a euphemism. And a euphemism is a word or a phrase that we use when we talk about something that makes us feel uncomfortable or embarrassed. So we use different words or phrases to make it easier. And a good example of this is death. We don't like to talk about death, so we might say that someone passed away or that someone has left us. And we say that because it's too difficult to say that they died. So your first hint is that this expression, nature calls, is a euphemism. Now, I'm going to give you a second hint. I'm going to use this expression in an example on the mountain. So imagine that you are in the high mountains and the elevation is really high. Maybe you're at 4,000 meters. So there are no trees. There are maybe some rocks and snow. And you are wearing your harness and you're tied in to your team with a rope. And you're a woman. And you say to your guide, So, what do I do when nature calls? So that is your second hint. What do you think it means when we say nature calls? It's a euphemism. We are talking about something that makes us feel uncomfortable or embarrassed. Well, if you haven't guessed, when we say that nature calls, it actually means that we need to urinate or defecate. Now, who likes to use those words? I'm not very comfortable with that. I prefer to say that I need to go to the bathroom, which is another euphemism. But often we say that nature calls. For example, you're on a hike and you say, "Oh, wait a minute, I will be right back. Nature is calling." So yes, this is an expression that we use on and off the mountain, but it doesn't mean that we feel inspired to be in nature or that we need to be in nature to hike or to walk. Really, we just need to go to the bathroom. So there you have it. That is what it means when we say that nature is calling. And join me next week for the second episode. If you want to make sure that you are notified when there is the new video, just hit the subscribe button and the bell. And remember why trust International Mountain Connection with your English training? Because Brian isn't in the kitchen, he's in the mountains. And I will see you next week. Bye!